Showstopper for Showstopper. There it is! An opportunity to really play off of this, but...
Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video we enjoy the best plays and moments from VCT Pacific Stage 1. Between the indie organization with international players fighting for playoffs, global esports. Versus the Japanese organization playing with zero pressure and defending their honor and pride, DFM. This game, my friends, will be insane.
Double smoke as well, though, so they're trying to save the Viper smoke for that next little bit of contact. Sess already gets a pick onto Polby. Medusa comes out. Fangs and all. Gets assistance from Sess right there. Paranoia used by Lightning Fast just to reclaim that spike and try to reposition while the rest of GE already marching
here we go, 5v3 already.
Yeah, this did force Anthem to have to back off, right? So you've already given up A Heaven, you've basically given up control of A site. Of course, that doesn't mean it's free for GE just yet, but we'll see how DFM deal with this. It's already a pinch set up. And GE, they're scared of it. The Paranoia could be good. It's perfect. Then he picks up one, Benkai. Paranoia fades away just in time.
Yeah, now Lightning Fast comes in to assist. Also brings in the payload. They only know where Benkai is in, so if they push in a little bit too far in, Lightning Fast might be able to explode, but goes in a bit too forward. Could have waited for his teammate. That drops the spike and drops the round.
Got that last pick before the blast backs. Now you've got Anthem on the way as well. Maze already on elbow. Didn't quite expect that angle. Maze quick with it. But look at the map, right? You still have Blaze King over by B Heaven. He's already taken control. So GE will slowly back out. Even if they're making noise, they're starting to go through. They already have control of Heaven. It's the wraparound from Blaze King. Sess, how many can he get here?
Oh, they're just going away from his line of sight. Somehow managed to still pick up the kill onto Polvy.
The Paranoia's good.
Yep, just to give him a bit of space to just back away.
30 seconds
and, yeah, they know exactly where he just fell back. 20 seconds, they'll be able to plant the spike. Dust settles, and that's going to be May and Anthem. A bit too out of position here, so they're going to have to regroup as they try to go for this retake.
This is
you do have a Pain Shell, you do have a Guiding Light. Goombot as well, though we'll see if that's used maybe just to clear hell right under.
We'll get to a point where runs like this.
Waiting to see if there's an extra lurk.
With a crossfire
they know
like
that
this,
they're down in
they
numbers.
should
They know that
immediately
Lightning Fast's
save.
been on that lurk a little bit.
There it is. Creeping right in.
Last player
the global, they got the trifecta, man. Their Bermuda Triangle. To get inside it,
we are not there yet,
vanish.
One day, one day.
Try to circumvent that if he can, but now that Lightning Fast is repositioned onto B main, maybe goes
Okay, mate, bro.
This could bite them.
He's gonna Choo here.
The tripwire for death initially. May, what a shot!
Oh!
No, Blaze King is insane, bro.
His ult, it looked like.
5v4. Benkai is low.
Not sure if that's gonna get cancelled. What a shot from Neth there. Nice little tap on the cranium of Lightning Fast. Might dissuade G from pushing forward, or just wait for Russ to, again, just top off Lightning Fast and re-hit B as well, as they're kind of triple stacked here for the moment.
Yeah, and during all of this, you already have A entirely cleared. Anthem pushes out after the early kill onto Benkai. So this is great information for DFM. You've got Heaven Control, Snakebite on top of that Cyber Cage, another Omen Smoke to fill it as well. I mean, GE just has no way of getting in. It's going to be the Shrouded Set from Lightning Fast, a hero play.
The Paranoia is going to hit the exiting Neth. Medusa does not, so he's going to be holding on top side.
Nice shot to Medusa.
Of Blaze King. So they're not exactly aware,
so
May
good,
not able to land the shot all the way through. Blaze King gets taken down to 45.
Good game, man.
That might have actually null and void the Viper spit on mid. So we did the flashes use null or Seekers as well, just to delay as much as it possibly can. They're playing around the elbow position right now. Anthem does not want to leave this as they push right in. And here comes the aggression from Polby, classic in hand, assisted by Russ. Actually works out in their favor, but Neth is able to push them back. Lightning Fast left out to the open. Does he know? Flanks come in.
Oh my god, he's
dead, bro. All the way through mid.
Timeout.
They're pressuring and pulling, making sure that DFM cannot over-rotate. This is a good adjustment off of that timeout, and
that's
then Benkai
huge,
strikes.
bro.
This is what they needed. It was successful a couple rounds ago, and Benkai goes for
Benkai,
3.
You won the round.
It's a good adjustment off of the timeout 2 rounds ago. Make sure that DFM cannot commit to the over-rotate and punish them as they start to scramble.
Yeah, exactly what happened right there. That was also a third kill from Benkai through the smoke.
We'll have the showstopper for next round. Well done, G. Beautiful round by Benkai.
Timeout.
A little bit carefully. Showstopper for showstopper. There it is! And Polvi hits it.
That was nice,
May
Polvi.
unfortunately will not. Just a little bit of a tag here and though. No flashes, so lightning fast. Very accurate
Damn, that
on the
was
shots.
clean, bro. That was a nice run by Polvi.
Now that GE's had mid control this whole time, the site is not safe for DFM. I don't know if they recognize this at all.
Wow, did you see that on the exit? He actually gets the dink onto May. That is not going to go too right here for DFM, but Global Esports might be biting off a bit more than they can chew, especially with Medusa already onto the B side.
Oh my god, that's a
throw
by GE, bro.
Polvi, and it's a 1 versus 1. Anthem is low. Polvi's got the nade. If Anthem plants this, one timely paint shell is going to take him down if ever.
Oh no.
He even has the boom bot. Oh, does he know where he planted it? Yes, he does.
He does!
There it is. 3K for Polvi and the security of the pistol. The way is to go through somewhere.
Yeah, that was not a good strafe, man.
Ropes, as they are doing that right now with the Seekers assisted, of course, because Neth is coming in through A main. With that pick onto Blaze King, that does make things a lot more easier here for DFM.
Yeah, this is a pure numbers play, right? Because you only saw 2 Seekers going, so you know it's a 2-2 split still, and it's going to be a trade 1-for-1. Anthem still staying alive for his team. Benkai holding on to screens.
30 seconds left.
Cess a little bit pinched here in heaven.
Man.
It's a high-stress situation for him. He's hiding right inside enemy territory.
Ooh, I like that. Flash to swing. If ever someone was there from GE, that's going to be a big pick. But Cess holding this with Neth is going to be huge. The problem is, 2 players are coming in right now from screens, which leaves Anthem alone by himself. Lightning Fast going to have to hold the 2 players on heaven right now as the pinch comes in. That's good for it. Lightning Fast also as well. Now in a 1 versus 2. Time is not his friend. He's going to have to start working his way in. He's got the cloud to cover himself.
Oh, and there's
right
the cam.
Is the
Hello.
camera. Yeah, no chance he is able to get this. Maybe a bit of damage with a couple of kills, but that's about that. And DFM played that beautifully.
So now it's just going to be a fast retake. They recognize that Anthem's away from the site. Diving in.
Oh, Cess goes in, uses the decay to his advantage, and he is going to big into this one. Sure, that's going to be a pick for Blaze King.
Yo, this is looking good for DFM, man. Not much money for GE now.
There it is. Benkai's alone, 3 versus 1. Gonna have to play by himself. Medusa tries out for the jump
with
peak
zero
swing.
pressure, man, is different.
Should have worked because May's already there to maybe cut up that exit.
Timeout.
Lightning Fast as well, carrying in his hands the Judge. So this could get messy as they go in this contact onto B main, and the perfect opportunity presents itself.
Man.
Snake bite into the Judge. It's a straight-on kill as they come into the big grinder GE.
There's no time.
Enough time.
This is the round, man. This is the round. Lightning Fast saving GE.
Just 10 seconds now, dwindling down. It's going to be a weapon upgrade for Lightning Fast, and this looks like an absolutely flawless round.
Timeout.
30 seconds on the clock, my friends.
Because of the showstopper, it's a high trap.
Yeah, they're waiting for it, but look at this. DFM going the other direction. Blaze King, God, he's just at the edge of the smoke. He does not spot him. How does he survive this? Blaze King could go big with this one. Actually gets back into cover. Does get picked off by Cess. So that's 1-for-1 for the moment. That's going to be the plant for DFM.
Well, this is huge.
And also the lurk for Anthem, which could be a crucial pinch point right now as GE try to retake the site.
Yeah, Anthem and Cess have to go huge here, and GE's ready for it, but at some point, one of these members, okay, it looks like it might be Lightning Fast, who starts to pinch in. They have to start to help their teammates over by screens, and Cess is ready for it. That should be the call for Anthem to peek out. Cess still gets another. Anthem eventually goes down to Lightning Fast, but Cess drawing so much aggro allows May to go for that peek, and Medusa will get the last kill.
To 10.
That's the from the shadows, trying to draw them away from B main.
Ooh,
he sticks it.
He's getting the smoke around, but Blaze King finally finishes him off, so no flanks, no pinch whatsoever. Russ has no flashes alongside Lightning Fast, so it's all about this dry contact that we're seeing right about now. But somehow Anthem is popping off. 5 bullets on Blaze King. Gets spotted up. They're all super low. Polvi is going to have to go big onto this. Oh my god,
man.
Right underneath him is going to be Neth, and there is the perfect double swing for DFM.
Maybe points for DFM.
Ooh, Trailblazer does not trigger the trap here, so there is an opportunity to really play off of this, but it doesn't matter as
look at this team, man.
Again and again and again.
Player.
If he doesn't get tripped, he's just going to be able to pick up all of these kills. It's all down to lightning fast, 5 versus 1.
Bro, this is G bad pick, bro.
Hit by the vulnerable. Man is just trapped.
Yeah, I mean, he'll go for 2, and that's the best he can do, as DFM will close it out on GE's pick a split, 13-10. I mean, an impressive showing. DFM, what impresses me the most is that they were actually able to regroup after the timeout.
There is going to be this kind of 4-man contact coming into play.
Good start for GE, man. They need this, dude.
Yeah,
proactive play.
They need to win this map, bro.
Yeah, GE's absolutely ready for it, especially after that. They hear that Prowler.
Eliminated.
And GE generally, something that I faulted them in the past was taking their attack a little bit too slow. They remedied that against RQ, but on the pistol, it doesn't hurt, right? You know that the defense is a little bit more pressured to make a move on a 3-site map like Lotus. So now they'll just regroup into death ball all the way around. I love the jump peek, but Medusa is still good for 2. Eventually, sure, they get traded out, but what a hold by Medusa.
Yeah, he hit the first one on the initial contact, and then everything followed up for the 2. Anthem, now he's got to seize. Maybe he can somehow sneak his way in there just to get a catch onto Russ, but lightning fast, pretty cautious, pretty aware that that could be a possibility, so comes around the corner, but the nade throw from Polvi might actually allow Anthem for a little bit more. Now, the question is, with that Trailblazer, or excuse me, Prowler getting a bit more of that contact, second Prowler coming in, they actually won't hesitate anymore, pushes forward, very good hunt coming right in, and the damage is actually working in the favor of DFM. They did not know where the scan came from, and the punish comes in swift.
Oh, that is brutal. Because that's all the weapons dropped. Blaze King just a ghost. I mean, he was on the lurk because he didn't have a buy, but now he's just going to get taken down by a Bulldog. Yeah, you heard your nano getting broken as well. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That Poison Cloud going down at the most unfortunate time.
What the fuck happened to GE last round, man?
Back into this. May finally comes into play. We'll see how this kind of pans out. And those pixel angles, going to be difficult for him to get a couple of picks. So even though this is a full gun round for DFM, Global's making it expensive right now with the sheriffs and the contacts that they've done throughout.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you got both members of GE down to 50 health, but we've seen this before, the back-to-back thrifties. Does it happen again? Now, GE, they would love to be able to creep in, get a couple weapons, but DFM, they have literally no reason to empty the site, right? I mean, if it gets planted on A, you still have the better weaponry, you go for a 2v2 retake. So I love the setup from DFM. They just have to be patient.
This is good for them, man. It's high and low. There's nothing they can do here.
About the high. Do they get the low? Russ now spotted around the corner to drop down.
And that was crazy, okay?
Goes
that
in
was
for the
actually
swing.
crazy. They deserve to lose this shit, bro. They chose this fucking round, man.
Come in.
Oh, good job, Russ.
I just cannot believe this.
Give it back to me, he said.
I mean, Polvi even tries to go for the pickup, and Russ just says, nah, don't worry, I got this.
Let's go, boys.
Nice and calm, leading by example. And they have that Nightfall as well, right? This looks like GE trying to force them into thinking, hey, we're just going to send our ults. Are you ready for it? We've even got the Showstopper if needed. It's only going to get 1 tag, it looks like. So the Showstopper to keep them at bay. They recognize that this might just be them hiding, and it's a double kill, a 2-for-2 trade.
Perfect use of
Benkai will continue to follow up all the way from Rumble. One and execute onto the site from GE as Lightning Fast cleans up one more.
Perfect
Valorant. Pocket there from Medusa, unfortunately. Yeah. The
follow-up left, no money for DFM.
Overwhelming for GE.
1 victory, my friend.
Cess. Oh, not spotted by the Prowler, so he's gonna.
Go. There is no way they lose this, right? 1 victory.
To that A site. Knows it's already there, but you can't see the GE playing that safe game, checking every corner just in case. And
they know about the last guy, so yeah, no chance for you, bro.
Outside of tree. Cess trying to create his own pockets of avenue just to maybe get a bit of contact alongside his.
But Cess, I mean, his Shrouded Step.
Yo, man, you got the Showstopper, my friend. Why you don't use it?
He'll only get 1. Anthem getting chased all the way back to the site. See if Medusa makes the large rotation all the way through. I mean, DFM, they don't really have much of a choice. You have to group up at this point. Neth even gets a kill. That's a big one.
That's also an ultimate from Lightning Fast, maybe to assist Blaze King, or at least not to lose too much of that control on Rubble when Blaze King lost his life. In any case, are they aware that this was the play for G? Probably not, because they didn't see it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was intended or not from Lightning Fast, but it works out, right? Because Blaze King dies, and then you hear the Omen ultimate. But now GE might be overcooking it a bit. They think they've shown their hand a bit too much, and here comes the lockdown. Only 20 seconds.
Oh, they wanted to fight for that. They want to break the lockdown if possible. It is going to be doable for Lightning Fast, 15 seconds, and he actually might have time for this. Yeah, he's going to be able to plant the spike 1 versus 1.
Yeah, but he's been tagged.
Scott, the play. Lightning Fast!
Oh, Lightning Fast! The read! Wow, the bait out from Lightning Fast, the lone remaining member for last year's GE squad.
That's insane, dude.
Continues to earn his medals on the starting lineup. What a play. Holy.
7 seconds on the clock, Will, and he risked it.
So colorful, man.
For the contact and just did not plant the spike. With 33 HP.
You're Lightning Fast. You are amazing, bro. You are amazing.
Oh, that feels good.
Timeout.
There it is, used quickly and surely, delivering the payload by May. This is at least a good entry contact for DFM, but the thing is, that's a Viper Spit in their face plus the lockdown.
Yeah, and this is that showstopper being used early. That's the sign to go for that
Russ.
lockdown. Russ gets a nice pick over on Rubble as well, so now you have to be wary of that flank. Cess has to go big on this revolving door. He has to draw so much attention. He sees one, the Haunt spots him, but he can't get it. He finally finds a timing, peeks around the door. Now you know that the Viper is still tied up over by B main. Russ still good for one, and he lands up 2 through the pit, the collat. And not enough time. Throw your paint shells, just take that spot. That alone would have changed GE's tempo, but now the showstopper to just plug up that baby door.
Yeah. Turns into the murder hole at this point with that showstopper, right? Getting the pick in.
Lightning Fast, man. This guy, bro.
He
deserves playoffs.
Spike's been planted on B,
Has
but
been
look
playing
at the
amazing
separation here from
Valorant,
GE.
bro.
Couple of players on top.
Every game.
One holding the flank. Even actually going around, it's going to be Lightning Fast. Blaze King's going to get caught by May. So maybe this is a step in the right direction. He's already got for 2.
This guy deserves
it's going to be
playoffs
huge.
too.
2 versus 2 as of the moment. Spike not planted down. Gonna have to be a straight peek from Russ, and wins the duel against Cess. Perfect. As May was scanning onto B main. Now knows that Lightning Fast is on Link. The quick double swing. He's not even on the spike.
No time.
Get through the cross that was the 2 players of GE. Comes the rotation, and they're actually going to go for that B side where Lightning Fast is kind of hunkered down in. Hold on,
at Russ, bro.
As the paranoia was good for the swing. Still though, HP damage is better for DFM, as you can see. Benkai and Lightning Fast are pretty low. Benkai now coming around, whiffs the shot, tries to go for the burst, not gonna happen, and Medusa with the Sheriff. Ooh boy, that hand cannon is deadly in his hands. Dust settles, 3 versus 2. Still not the end. Neth coming in for the big little flanks, and this might be it. Lightning Fast now alone.
He's good, he's fast, man. This is
put himself in a position where he can isolate a couple of fights, has a smoke. So maybe if he can deal with Cess right now, that could be a possibility. But they've kind of doubled up here, William. It's just him alone.
I guess go into the smoke, see if he can at least pick up a kill or 2 more.
Oh, they know.
That was fast, bro.
Ah, there it is. Look at how close Lightning Fast and teammates have been playing at the entryway of Tree. Are they going to back away? They have to at this point. 25 seconds, and they're coming into the grinder. That one-way smoke is helping them out. Come closer and closer into the site. Russ goes in, opens up for Blaze King, and they are out in the open. This is a full brawl for DFM, and they have to hold on, which they are doing so perfectly.
Oh my god, man.
Medusa good on the lurk as well with the stinger, and now Povey spotted.
They have 4
Looks
players
like
there,
DFM
man. They have
might
their
start their marathon run here.
Wasn't enough.
As they're looking for a 4th round win. Povey, 600 credits left, trying to go for the first kill against 3. Misses the first shot. Doesn't have many options. It's got to be the wraparound from Neth, but he's even playing it safer just in case. They don't want to drop a weapon.
Timeout.
The Nightfall doesn't mean a thing because the alarm bot only barely now activates. Povey's here on the backup. You hear the nanoswarms coming in. Lightning Fast not able to hold on to Tree.
Bro. They have their read every time, but
for him, even though he did put up a smoke. Oh, and then some. Hold on, though. Like you mentioned, Povey could go
that's
big.
what they need,
Nuclear
bro.
even. 3 kills.
That's what they need, bro.
Showstopper. Where's that?
Beautiful round, my friend. Beautiful.
As they just get
ace.
Isolated, separated, destroyed even.
That was nice, bro. That was clean, bro.
Just go for the showstopper. Even if you die, you're buying time for the rest of backup to arrive. Huge round for the duelist on GE. But overall, a good setup and a good read as well for GE, right? Try to barrel through C, but the thing is they never actually cleared Rubble. So GE, the backup's already here.
May, he gets a little bit too far. That's not going around Ben and actually
Looks
pushes
like GG,
into Waterfall. And
we
it
are
actually
going to map
backfires.
number
Now
3.
Oh, gets hit by the paranoia. This is just going very,
It's going to
very
be
bad.
awesome. It's
Too
going
worse
to be
for
insane.
DFM as GE finally close off map number 2, 13-5.
Yeah, just an absolute masterclass in the first half, and it took a little while in the second, but they regrouped. A little bit of a switch up on the Killjoy setups, and that's all GE needed to close. And Povey's just waiting. He knows that this rotate's happening.
There it is. He's trying to cut off that rotation. Actually gets tagged himself, but he's damaged May in the process. Now that smoke actually separates them a little bit in. Benkai waiting at the back of the site. About to get that contact he would want to. There it is. They're kind of trapped out in no man's land, trying to push through everything right now, and it's pure chaos.
Pistol for GE, man.
That guy?
He's getting tagged. It doesn't
Look at Benkai,
really need
bro.
to be fearful anymore with 2K. That's going to be pretty good for Benkai. And he's been gobbling up all these kills, man. 3K
Ace, bro.
already. Halfway
Ace, bro.
there to the
It's your race,
lockdown.
man. You deserve it.
Ace for Ben.
No.
Well, big man.
Now the one-way comes out. Oh, he swings right around it. Lightning fast, quick on that anti.
Yeah, they still have control of this one. DFM don't actually want to go for that aggressive push anymore. Blaze King,
this is good for
he's
G, man.
waiting around the corner with the judge.
Oh, Blaze
Medusa.
King.
That's
Nice shot, man.
No escape, no surrender.
Clean defense
no
for
mercy.
G, man.
All of these flanks, man, all of these lurks just kind of backfire against DFM.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, and then the
That's
outlaw
insane,
as
bro.
well. I mean,
Only
this
Anton
is,
left.
this is a brutal round.
Gotta save, man.
This is GE just having perfect reads to get the spot. It's only one kill.
Timeout.
Not going
Benkai
to rely
has the
on the
lockdown,
operator
man.
for the moment. Now they're flanking around. This could be bad if they can't hold on to B main. Again, the lockdown is going to be quite deadly from Benkai.
Who's on
They're
the
going for the
knife?
aggressive
Okay, good
push,
trades,
and
man,
Benkai
good
picks up the
trades.
3. 2, excuse me. Maybe a third. Anthem
Last player
holding on.
standing.
Neth. Not wanted. Neth. One-on-one. Gets it. Trigger discipline from the Sentinel. Very proactive. Play! Russ! What are these double kills from GE? They just line up. The timing perfect. Now we do see the DFM somehow manages to pick their way through A main, but there's no more.
My God,
never
man.
mind. I take that back. Medusa has
Okay,
double picks coming in
5v3,
from
man.
short.
It's still
Does get
good
the pick
for
off. So
G. They have the
not
lockdown.
reportable just yet coming in through that site. They do have the numbers advantage, but they do respect that there is that aggression that could come through on short.
Yeah, but you have that lockdown, and they purposely put it up on Heaven because there's no fragment left.
Anton has one
So you know
flash.
that this can't be destroyed. Everyone has to back out of the site. There's no other way. The lockdown completely safe. He's going to go for the half early. He's sitting right behind Generator as well. It's not a good angle. And the Odin just to hold him at bay.
Okay.
It's
What?
Just take it down.
1v2. It's been halved.
Oh my
Medusa on
God,
A-main.
it was
One
so
coming in around the
close,
corner.
bro.
No smokes for Blaze King because he's a Sova, obviously. Now coming in, the flash is going to be perfect, and Medusa comes in for the swing. There's a nade on May. If he's aware on Wine, if he throws this right now, this is going to be bad for Lightning Fast.
they
He
gonna
actually
clear that?
goes onto the site.
Do
They're
they
not
not
going to know
try this?
about this. He's got the perfect timing
guys,
right
go,
now.
yo,
He
yo.
catches it. Spike
That's
as well
what
in
you guys
hand.
doing,
Paranoia
dude.
as well. Cess cannot back away from this one. Sees the Shrouded
Man, I
Step,
don't
but he
understand.
does
DFM
get
does
tagged
some
by,
kind of-
by the
some
Hunter's
things
Fury.
that they do.
So this is...
It's one of the worst
Is he
things
gonna
that I
ulti
see
for
in
the...
pro play, man.
Oh, okay, he picked up the spike. He's going to be fine
There's
for
no
now.
reason for you
Yeah,
not
he
to clear
sneaks
that,
that
dude.
away, but
Spike
right now,
planted.
Lightning Fast, he's got his ulti. So he's just going to regroup, but Neth, now he has to be concerned. Is it coming further from the flank or not? The Paranoia will buy some time.
Oh, he wanted to go for the push out if he can. Shock dart. Could actually
Oh,
get
the
it.
spray!
Oh my goodness, this is all up into the
You guys
hands of
are
Blaze
amazing,
King.
bro.
Slowly coming around the corner, and
Oh
Blaze King! Neth, you get 2. I get 2 myself.
Oh, Blaze
This is
King
the
with the
ascent of
big
doubles.
punch.
No way he can escape this one.
Showstopper!
And
Okay.
it hits onto Lightning Fast.
Very
That's
far.
going to be huge. Still, Heaven has not been detained,
No.
has not been defeated.
May is
making as
insane, bro.
best of an
Spike
impact
down A.
as he can to
Time
just
is
force
low.
him back out. That's going to be the plan onto the spike.
10
Blaze King,
seconds left.
he's popping shots, and May somehow manages to escape as he drops down back into the site where Medusa now has prepped up that Viper spin.
Oh, this pit. Sure, it makes it really difficult to get into the drop, but if they somehow just lands outside. Medusa finds one right outside of the pit, so they know he was Generator. But yeah, you have to go across, but Medusa just goes for the spray after here's the updraft. And now Polvi, not much of an option.
That's hard.
Oh, here's the drop down too. Right on the edge of the smoke, and there it is.
Timeout.
Last round of the half, my friends. Blaze King has the Hunter's Fury, Polvi has the Blades, and an out.
Polvi can't break that, but look at Polvi. He's actually already pushing up onto top mid right now.
I like this,
Could
I like
get that
this.
quick little contact
The
against
timing.
Medusa. He doesn't check, he doesn't die.
Die.
Oh, wow. Hunter's Fury, though, comes out from Blaze King, and this opens up an opportunity for us to play. Dust settles, 3 versus 2. 1 at the site. It's only going to be Benkai. Now Blaze King comes into play. Ultimate used, and that's going to still be on Jenny here. Benkai timing for the perfect timing swing, and it almost
they still
went
lost,
the direction
man.
of
6-6. G
his
needs to win
name
this
somewhere,
pistol,
maybe
my
on
friends.
steps
They
or
need
something. This is
it.
going to be perfect for them.
More than
There it is, just to get that bit of a delay. Smokes as well, separate a lot of information for both teams. Line of sight, including Medusa still holding on to the smoke, and he's got a Sheriff in hand. Goes for the reload. Do they hear this? He's coming in hand-in-hand with Cess. As Blaze King holds on to the entryway of Market. No eye set there, but with the jump up, actually does not get hit.
When you play with zero pressure, my friend,
perfectly. 4 versus 3.
It's a
Polvi
different
coming in
thing.
from the swing.
Oh, the jump in,
smoke.
the reload!
Oh!
One!
May still gets it. 2 versus 2. Numbers dwindling down, lightning fast. Somewhere on B main. Polvi readdressing around the corner. Now, I don't think he saw Polvi coming around as well, so he's gonna just think that he's gonna be the back of the site. He's gonna waste so much time thinking, where is my challenger? There it is, one coming in, and Polvi picks up the 3K. What a play.
man.
Well, they're hiding on hell. Oh, the flash! No! Did it actually hit his own teammate?
No.
That is not good, but Anthem still here holding on with the Odin. Finally gets the pick off.
Enemy remaining.
Out in the open. That is going to be an easy pick for May.
He's low, doesn't have the spike. This is going to be hard for him.
In front of his face. Now it's going to be Benkai. Spike already lost. And Anthem, there's the blade, there's the spot. Now he knows.
Yeah, that 0 point, perfectly timely, and the high-low setup. May will actually get the kill.
8-8, my friends.
Timeout.
GE, I mean, if they rotate now, it's going to be the same thing as that previous round. No information, you just have to go and
It's happening again, man.
They're going to be running
What
in.
the fuck is GE doing?
They don't check the same corner. Anthem gets one. They're trying to spam through the wall. He's trying to go for a second. Will get 2, and Neth is ready for the trades.
Yeah, 15 seconds.
Didn't work one
Lightning
time.
fast. If he picks up a kill
Let's try
here,
again.
maybe that's going to help them out. Tripwire is only on A main, so they should be able to cozy on their way here. As you do see, both Polvi and Lightning Fast now picks up a bit of rifles in their hands. 4 versus 2. This is very difficult in terms of holding that side, especially with no more paranoia into Lightning Fast, and still waiting for a second smoke to come up online. Decides to put it onto the one-way on doorway here, as Polvi's gonna have to hold onto Heaven first. There's the peek out from May, and they're dropping it like,
Polvi's insane, bro. This kid is insane, man.
Pulverizing.
Holy shit.
GE feeling the pressure once again, gonna be forcing their hand into this B side as we see. Death! Oh my god!
It was looking good, but now it's not looking good anymore, man. This is the life of GE.
And that dissuades GE from pushing even further.
Yeah, and he actually
9-9.
calls
They
the tripwire
have
over by
money,
May
man.
just to make sure
They
he
can buy
has
next
extra
round.
time bot on stairs if need be, because you still have Medusa watching from lane. This tripwire, hard to break from market. You got to have your teammates try to break it from main, so you know that no one's coming in through there just yet. Anthem just wants to make sure that he's not getting caught off guard by the flank all the way through mid.
Ah, there it is, the real theft for that extra bit of information. Benkai trying to cross the corner there so he doesn't get trapped just in case maybe some utility is thrown his general way. And this is so hard for GE. They still haven't cleared too much right now, and aware that Medusa's somewhere around the corner right now. Neff trying to run away, holding his own. Blaze King finds Anthem, and they somehow get that B site off of just pushing them back with
King
some
is keep
aggressive
losing
maneuvers.
5v3s, man, all the time.
Do they have a timing on the plant? But it's a nice fragment.
They got locked down. Ooh.
Oh, this. Oh, and then the
blade comes in and May.
The 0 point.
Yo, DFM doesn't have much money, bro. Anthony has zero
timing
money.
from Russ.
Says
And May was
only
like, I'm
100.
gonna keep pushing. It
They
doesn't
gotta
matter.
save
We got
it.
Timeout.
11
this
to
time,
90, my friends.
It's actually a 3-2
Ult
split
for
here from
Anthony
GE.
and Povey.
Very
This
aware
is the round,
again
man.
of how
Not much money for
contact it
DFM.
really is there, and it's just straight for
3v3.
trade. Benkai once again now sneaking his way onto the site.
But he's all alone.
He's gonna try to plant it maybe.
He's
Not
going to
just
have to
yet.
wait. Yeah, he can't even make that noise because what if there's a flood in? They don't quite have the information on everybody. They only know that Neth was still on A site. So he's waiting for backup, but this could go very sour. If the backup all gets cut off,
My God, bro.
this is going to be danger zone for GE.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Russ at least trying to make sure it actually
Dude,
is
the
tagging
awareness,
Anthem
man.
a
Dude,
pretty
the
good bit.
awareness.
There's
Lightning
50
fast.
seconds on the clock, so that means that Benkai can at least hold on
How
up
did they
until the
cross
smoke
him, man?
dissipates, and here comes the rest of GE on the contact. But the thing is, it's an outnumbers game, especially on the front side, so they're gonna have to go
Russ is
for
insane,
something
bro.
off the contact, and that's the paranoia from Lightning Fast, opening it up for Russ, and now it's just pure chaos once again, and somehow GE are dissecting
Oh
every
my.
single bit of this
Net low
win
HP.
condition bit by bit, and it's all down to Neth. He spots out Russ, good head tag, but it's on
Mappy
that's not gonna
points
work
for
out, and we
GE.
are
GE has to know this. Everyone's been taking note of it. So you know that there might be extra utility waiting for you here. You're seeing the cyber cages come up. Still haven't cleared out all the tripwires, but they're skirting around it. Meanwhile, May holds on to stairs. GE a bit trapped right now. They get spotted. He's getting spammed
Oh
through
my
the
God,
wall.
it's never easy for G,
Russ is
bro.
on short too, though. He's coming around the bend
My
as
friends
well.
from India,
Lightning
they
fast.
always suffer, bro.
Trapped on
It's never
spawn.
easy, man.
As you can see, Blaze King bringing it around onto that A short. So Russ has to hold this with 50 HP. He's being corralled right now by DFM, and there is no answer that they can really do
GG
here.
royalty, my
That is gonna
friends.
be
Only Blaze King
advantageous
left,
for
gotta
GE.
save, dude.
It's Blaze
Never mind,
King
have a
against
lot
the
of
world,
money, bro.
30
Believe.
seconds. 5
30
versus
seconds
1.
left.
He's
1v5,
trapped.
bro, to
He
close it
hears
out.
the camera.
No?
He hears everything around him.
You can punch,
There
bro.
is no safety for him right now. He's got to risk everything.
Yeah, I mean, he'll sneak in. He's got creds. The whole team's got creds. And DFM, they make the call at the 10-second mark. They say, okay, if he
You gotta
doesn't craft
plant,
into B,
bro.
he's
You gotta
definitely going
plant,
to
bro.
A.
10 seconds left.
Trying to buy time. The 0 point out, so he cannot use his abilities. He's just trying to take away weapons, and they fall right into the trap.
Nice try, man.
He's
Nice
making it
try, bro.
expensive if he can. There it is. They've lost the round, but at least he's taken a few names under his belt as well.
Hasn't been using that a lot. There's the
Oh!
showstopper
Oh
from me
my
as soon as they get
God,
contact
looks
on
like
the
we are
cam.
going to
Right
overtime,
through
my
the window.
friends.
I love it. He hasn't done that in any of these rounds, but when it matters, gets that nice little pick off as we
And
can
they
see on
killed
Lightning
this Vulcan,
Fast.
man.
Now this puts a big problem for them because they hard stack on B main. Now they're going to have to use a lot of time just to re-encompass mid, on short, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, DFM, they've already pushed out of A main, right? This is a good adjustment on their part as well. You get the early contact, and now you've taken control of A main. You can stay safe over by tree. Cess just going to scout for information.
He's got the paranoia.
As soon as that trip gets broken,
This is good for us, man.
there it is. The peek out. He finds two. He'll only get one kill.
We are
But do
going
they
to
know
overtime,
that the
my
Jets gone
friends.
through
Can you
heaven?
believe
This
it?
could be big.
He could open this all up. He gets one and he gets two. The patience pays off. Sight opened
The
up
next series,
by
bro.
the duelist. Hailing from
G.
EMEA.
Wants to close it out.
That was huge.
position
Also
for
picked up the
Pove now.
operator and still had to
3v3.
reset on the blades. So he's got some threats here, but look into the utility that's still available for May and Anthem. Got the nades, they got a couple of those blades, so it's going to be just pure contact. Povey's
Pove
just,
is insane,
again,
bro.
dominating them. One
Pove is
left,
insane,
it's
bro.
Anthem.
He's
How could
MVP,
this
man.
have gone to this point? It was looking good for DFM. Spots out the one, goes around, knows that he's pincered, has to get out of this one, but he cannot get that first pick to get things started.
Oh, the
so he
nano
has to
swarms.
go to the spike and just start defusing.
GG.
And it's not gonna be a possibility. No overtime, 13-11, and this is Global Esports with the win.
When G needed it most, Povey absolutely pulls him across the finish line. He's had a lot of pressure on him this entire stage, but what a clutch moment.